Welcome back, students. Right, now we are going to start the same ray optics important models which is related to prism. Right, see that questions I have written two questions on the board. The first question, if you see, a beam of light consists of red, green and blue colors is incident on a right angled prism. The refractive index of the material of the prism for the above red, green, blue wavelengths are 1.39, 1.44, 1.47 respectively. Then the prism will be, one statement is given regarding the prism with three different colors. Okay, right. Now the prism will, four options they have given: not separate all colors, separate red from three colors, separate blue from three colors. Three means what are those colors? Colors same. Separate all three colors, which is very important model for all competitive exam. Previously they have asked this type of this model. Color might be different but the concept is same. What is the concept is, three colors they have given: blue, green, red. Okay, fine. So equilateral triangle, incident with a different refractive index of the materials also given, 1.39, 1.44, 1.47. Then separation of colors. Separation of colors means, what is the concept behind this question is, some colors are falling on a prism, then what are the colors remains back into the prism, what are the colors out of the prism. That means what are the colors are deviating through prism, what are the colors reflecting back. This is the idea. So on which base we can calculate this? What is the knowledge required to separate the colors? As you know, deviation, that is emitting out, emerging out, or reflection. So there will be a topic, there will be a concept is total internal reflection. See, if you know the condition for total internal reflection through this prism, you can identify how many colors are going out or deviate, how many colors are getting reflected by the prism. So what we need to find out? The condition for the total internal reflection. Then if you know the condition, which color is obeying the condition, that color, that particular color can be obeys TIR, total internal reflection. Then the colors remains reflected here, so that you can separate all the three colors. This is the idea. So condition you want to get. What is the condition for the total internal reflection? As you know, that is, I will take n r mu, that is our vis, n is equals to 1 by sin c. N is equals to 1 by sin c. This is the formula we know. So that sin c is equals to 1 by n. This is a refractive index n of the material of the prism. So as you know, this condition is compulsory. It should be greater than or equals to. Greater than or equals to. Right. Simply I am writing equals to. So that here I know n value. How can I know? By help of c. How to find out c here? See that this sin c means, here what can I write? Sin I. Right. So this is incident angle. Yes, it is incident angle. It is incident angle. So all are cutting with same angles. Here you can see, here it is there. How much angle it is? It is a right angle. So it is 45 degrees given. So this angle is 45 means this angle also 45, this angle also 45, this angle also 45. So all the incident angles are 45 only. All incident angles are 45 only. Understand? Yes. So that now you know that condition is 45. So 45 means what? This is n is equals to, okay, I will take this only. N is equals to 1 by sin c means n is greater than or equals to 1 by sin c. 1 by, that is I, 1 by root 2. Okay, so n is greater than or equals to 1 by root 2 means what? Root 2. So that is n is greater than or equals to 1.414, which is the condition for total internal reflection. So this value is greater than or equals to 1.414 when this theta is equals to 45 degrees. What is the condition for this particular prism? Whatever the prism, when it is a right angled prism, what is the condition to get total internal reflection? N value greater than or equals to 1.414. This is the basic idea. So how many colors we have? Blue color, green color, red color. Blue color, green color, red color. We have totally 3 colors. So what the condition? N values. N values they have given. What are the N values they have given? This is we can consider as a N1. This is you can consider as a N2. This is you can consider as a N3. 3 N values are given. So what is the condition? If the color getting total internal reflection or not, we have to identify. Means what the condition? N value greater than or is equals to 1.414. What are the values are greater than 1.414? This value is greater, this value also greater, but this value is not, less than. So these 2 colors are getting total internal reflection. So what are those colors? Second and third, green and blue color. Green and blue color getting TIR, total internal reflection. So these 2 are getting total internal reflection. Means what? This color will come into this color also will come back, because it is happening total internal reflection. But red color is how much? 1.39. N value is less than required value, so that this red color will deviate in the sense it will go out. So which color is separating from 3 colors? Red color is separating from the 2 colors. Hope you understand. Whatever the colors they might ask, you can do the same. So the values you must have. What values? N values. Then easily you can identify. Then see the options. Not separate all colors. Wrong. Separate red from 3 colors. Yes, it is your answer. Red color is separating. Why? Because red is deviating outside. Remaining 2 colors should be inside only. Right. So that is the answer. Second option, separate red from 3 colors. Okay, students? Yes. We can come for next mirrors and prism. We have discussed. Now we came to lens related one important model. So you can see this question is an equiconvex lens has a power D. It is cut into 2 symmetrical halves by a plane containing the principal axis, and then 2 pieces are joined as shown in figure. The power of combination will be. It is previously they have asked in JE. What is the key concept behind this question? Cutting off lens. That is related to focal power. What is our concept now? Focal power. I will write here. Focal power. Power of a lens. This is the idea actually related to the construction and working of eye and diseases. What diseases related to eye? Already we have studied about the defects of eye. Yes, myopia, hypermetropia. This is the concept related to that focal power. So here generally focal power P is formula 1 by F. We know it is in meters, or 100 means you can take centimeters. So 1 by F. It is for what? Lens. It is for what? Lens. For mirror also there will be a formula. Focal power is equals to 1 by it is Fm. I will write Fl. But here there is a sign convention we have to use, minus 1 by M. It is the formula for mirror. It is the formula for lens. This is the basic idea you know about focal power. Reciprocal of a focal length. Here we have two types of focal powers, positive and negative, which is very important. Positive. What is positive? Positive power. Positive power giving us converging beam, which is very important. Positive power of a lens gives converging beam after reflection, after refraction. Okay. Negative power gives what? Negative power gives diverging. This is the basic idea to understand the lens related questions. So positive power, we know power is positive, power is negative. For myopia, hypermetropia, we are taking what is the correction of myopia? We are using concave lens, negative power. Convex lens for hypermetropia, that is positive power. In the sense, what is the meaning here? Just we are using that positive and negative powers, converging beam. So after reflection, what will happen? Yes, for example, this is the lens. Once the rays are falling here, like this it will come. Yes, it is what? Converging beam. Diverging beam means what? It will diverge out after refraction. That is the idea. So positive power means what? Converging beam. Negative power means what? Diverging beam. If one time they asked one question, what is the focal power of a plain glass plate? Plain glass plate. What? Glass plate neither be converge nor diverge. So that focal power is equals to 0 for plain mirror or plain glass. Okay. We can find out only for lenses only. For lenses only. This is what? Converging and diverging of a converging and diverging beam related to lens. Okay, you can see now the question what they given. This is equiconvex lens only, na? Yes, equiconvex lens. Power D, it is cut into two symmetrical halves. These are the two parts they have given. Two parts cutted like that. Then what we have to find out? The principal axis, and then two pieces are joined. Two pieces are joined like this. Two pieces are joined like this. Then what is the effective power? What is the power of the combination? What is the power of the combination? See, this is the first piece. This is the first piece. Once the light is falling like this, what I tell? This part, upper part, this is positive. Positive means what? Converging beam it will give. Converging beam means, yes, it will comes like this. Yes. Once the light falling on this part, it will come like. Again, second part. This radius of curvature is same. Okay. This half of same. Why? Because it is cutted along with the principal axis. Now, once this part is added here, where we added here? Yes, here. For example, yes, in such a way, if you are added like this. So once it is falling here, what will happen? It is diverging. Diverging means what? Yes, it will go like this. Diverging. Again it will come out. Yes. So this beam equals to this beam. So incident light is equals to emergent light. Incident light is equals to emergent light. Why? Because one part is converging, another part is diverging. One part is converging, another part is diverging. So that what is the finally focal power? Net focal power is 0. Net power P is equals to 0. This is your answer. What is the focal power? 0. Your answer is simple, but the concept is important. On which base we can solve any type of this type of questions. Here it is converging, here it is diverging. So that converging, diverging, same beam we are getting. So that what is the focal power? Focal power is 0. Yes. This is what the cutting of a lenses. Now we have to see one more important topic that is related to lens maker's formula. Lens maker's formula. Yes. What is this lens maker's formula? And we will see a few questions related to lens maker's formula. Yes. We can see, I will give some questions related to this lens maker's formula. Yes. The question is, a thin lens made up of glass, refractive index 1.5. A thin lens of glass, refractive index, how much it is given? 1.5. Focal length 16 centimeter. Focal length is equals to 16 centimeter. Is immersed in a liquid of, is immersed in a liquid of, refractive index 1.4. Refractive index is given 1.42. If its focal length is f1, if its focal length is f1, then the ratio of f1 by f, then the ratio of f1 by f is equals to, finally they have given approximately. As I said, in ray optics, in geometric optics, completely approximation only. It's not an exact science. So approximately f1 by, what they asked, f1 by f. They have given options also. The first option is equals to 1, second option is equals to 9, third option is equals to 5, fourth option is equals to 17. Okay, right. So what is the question? A thin lens of glass, refractive index given 1.5, focal length is 16 centimeter, is immersed in a liquid of refractive index 1.42. If its focal length is f1, then the ratio of f1 by f. So we know the expression for the lens maker's formula, 1 by fa in air is equals to n minus 1 into 1 by R1 minus 1 by R2, where n is refractive index of the material given. Right. We can see first case 1 I will apply. 1 by Fa is equals to n refractive index. What? With the glass with respect to air. Refractive index of this particular material is what? Glass with respect to air. Minus 1 by, this is as usual, 1 by R1 minus 1 by R2. This is equation 1. What is the next equation we have? 1 by F of what? It is given, first one is in air, second one is what? In medium. So in medium means what? This is G, but with respect to n of medium. Minus 1 into same, this is 1 by R1 minus 1 by R2. This is equation 2. This is the general formula for lens maker's formula. 1 by F is equals to n minus 1. Here n is first glass with respect to air. First where the lens is at in air. Second one is liquid. It is changed into liquid. So refractive index of glass with respect to medium. Medium is nothing but what? Liquid. Understand? Yes. Now substitute the values. They have given the values now. Yes. We can substitute the values now. What the values they have given? Refractive indexes are given. What are the refractive indexes are given? I will substitute. First equation 1 will become, okay, better I will do 1 by equation 1 by 2. Equation 1 by 2. This equation by this equation. 1 by Fa by Fm. Means Fm by Fa will come. Fm by Fa. Fm by Fa is equals to what it is? Ng my Na minus 1 by what it is? Ng by Nm minus 1. So why? Because these two remain get cancelled. You can substitute there Fm by Fa. Fm by Fa is equals to Ng. Ng is how much? Refractive index of the glass 1.5 by refractive index air is 1 minus 1 by ng 1.5 by, this is, it is given liquid, refractive index of liquid 1.42 minus 1. So on simplification it is 1.5 by, it is 1.42 minus 1.5 minus 1.42 by, it is 1.42. Yes, Fm by Fa, Fm is liquid, F dash they have given, by F, that is equals to 1.5 by 1.5 minus 1.42, 0.08 by 1.42, that is equals to 1.5 into 1.42 by 0.08. It is approximately 9. You can check out, it is approximately, what is answer is 9. So this is the idea to solve related to a lens by help of lens maker's formula. So standard formula, it is first in air, the lens kept in air, and then the lens brought into liquid of refractive index they have given. Okay, yes, once they have given refractive index, what is that, 1.42, we have substituted here, then your answer is 9. So this is the idea about the question related to what lens maker's formula. Right, we will see with the help of same formula one more model question. So what is the question is about this application only. Yes, what the question they have asked is, I will write it. A point object in air, yes, a point object in air, a point object in air, a point object in air, a point object in air is front of the curved surface, is in front of curved surface, is in front of curved surface, in front of curved surface of a plano-convex lens, of a plano-convex lens, of a plano-convex lens. The radius of curvature surface is 30 centimeter. The radius of curvature is 30 centimeter. Okay, 30 centimeter, and the refractive index of the lens of the material is 1.5, and refractive index is 1.5. Refractive index is 1.5. Then the focal length of the lens is, then focal length of lens. Yes, see the question clearly, just like same model. A point object in air is in front of curved surface of a plano-convex lens, which is important. Plano-convex lens, plano, this is plane, convex, this is convex. Plano-convex lens it is. Plano-convex lens, the radius of curvature is 30 centimeters. Radius of curvature is 30 centimeters. So R is equals to 30 centimeters. Fine. Refractive index is given, n value is given that 1.5. So what is the idea here? 1 by Fa is equals to n minus 1 into 1 by R1 minus 1 by R2. What is R1 and R2? R1 is about, this is the first part. R2 is about, this is the second part. So we know that R2 is equals to, we know R2 is given, that is equals to 30 centimeters. 30 centimeters as per the rules of Cartesian, which is comes negative sign only. Negative. 30 is negative. Okay. Next, what is about R1? Plane mirror. For plane mirror, part R1 is what? Infinity. Radius of curvature of a plane mirror is always infinity. Plano convex. One is plane, another one is convex. Plano convex. This is important. What are the R1 and R2 values? Equiconvexo, plano convexo, concavo convexo, such type of different types of materials we have. As per that, we need to take these values. Okay, now the values we have, substitute that 1 by f is equals to n minus 1, 1.5 minus 1, 1.5 minus 1, 1 by r1. R1 is what? Infinity. Minus of minus 1 by 30. This is the value R2. So 1 by f is equals to, this is how much? 0.5 into 1 by infinity 0 minus of, this is minus 30. Minus 30 plus 30 means 1 by 30. So now 0.5 by 30, that is 5 by 300, that is equals to 5 by 300, 1 by 60. So that what is your answer? F is equals to 60 centimeters. This is the way to find focal length of a given plano convex lens. What is the answer? 60 centimeters. Okay, what is the idea behind this? The formula is lens maker's formula, standard. Finding R1, R2 is the important thing here. Okay, right, we go for next question. Why? Because we need to cover some more models. Yes. So, 2 questions we have discussed about this lens maker's formula. Next I will go for one more model. Next I will go for one more question. Yes, that is related to. Next, we will see one question related to telescope. A magnifying power of a telescope. The magnifying power of a telescope. The magnifying power of a telescope with tube length 60 centimeter, with tube length 60 centimeters. What it is given? Tube length is 60 centimeter is 5. What is the focal length of its eyepiece? What is the focal length of eyepiece? Okay, fine. So which is related to telescope? Very good. Telescope, tube length is given 60 centimeter. Tube length is given 60 centimeter. Tube length. The required information I am writing now. Tube length is equals to 60 centimeter. That is nothing but what? Fe plus Fo. What it is? In a telescope, the total length is considered as a tube length, which is equals to the sum of the focal length of eyepiece and the focal length of objective. The total value, focal length of eyepiece plus focal length of objective together consider as a, what it is? Tube length. So how much it is given? 60 centimeters. Fine. And what it is given? The magnifying power of a telescope is given 5. So magnification generally represent with m. M is equals to F naught by Fe. M is equals to F naught by Fe. So what it is value? Which value is gives 5. So I can write it F naught is equals to 5 into Fe. So what we have to find out? What is the focal length of eyepiece? Focal length of eyepiece, Fe I need. So I can substitute here what it is. F naught plus Fe is equals to 60 centimeters. 2 statements they have given. You can identify 2 statements they have given. What are these? Are called key points. Tube length given, magnification relation given. Tube length total is 60. Magnification is f naught by fe, that is equals to 5. That means f naught is equals to 5 into fe. By help of these two we have to find out fe. It's a mathematical simplification. Yes, f naught plus fe equals to 60. F naught is equals to 5 fe. 5 fe plus fe is equals to 60. Then 6 fe is equals to 60. So focal length of eyepiece is equals to 10 centimeters, which is your answer. What is the focal length of eyepiece? Focal length of eyepiece is equals to 10 centimeters. Focal length of eyepiece is 10 centimeters. Okay, fine. So in such a way, just these are all, as I said, formula based only. These are all questions maximum formula based only. Just we need to concentrate on synopsis more here. Okay, fine. We will see one more question which is related to general concept of geometry of a ray optics. Geometry of a ray optics. Here we can use two types of formulas. I will tell you. First I will give the question what it is related to geometry. One question they have given: a beam of monochromatic light. A beam of monochromatic light. Monochromatic light. What is meant by monochromatic light? It is study unique current. A beam, single beam current, monochromatic, one single wavelength of light. Monochromatic light reflects and refracts at a point A. Reflects and refracts at a point A, as shown in the diagram. Find the angle of refraction at a point A. Find what? Angle of refraction at a point. Angle of refraction at a point. Angle of refraction at a point. What the diagram also they have given? Yes, in such a way it is incident, then it is refraction, it should be emergent ray, it is reflection, it is incident, it is angle of incident is how much is given? Yes, it is 30, which is given 30, and it is R value they did not give. There will be given n1 is equals to 1 no, n2 is equals to root 3. n1 is equals to 1 no, n2 is equals to root 3. Okay, fine. So this is the information they have given. We need to find out remaining data. So what we need to find out is angle of refraction. Here two concepts we can apply, ma. As you know that related, whenever we have reflection, refraction same place, when the angle of refraction plus refraction plus reflection is 90, we can take it as n is equals to tan theta. That one formula. Or directly we can use geometry here. Directly also we can use geometry. How you can use the geometry directly? See, I will give the idea. It is incident ray, it is reflection, it is refraction. Okay, what we have to find out? Angle of refraction. This is we have to find out. Angle of refraction. What is the basic knowledge is required for the Snell's law? Snell's law we have to apply. Snell's law. According to Snell's law, n1 sin theta 1 is equals to n2 n1 sin I is equals to n2 sin R. You can take n1 sin I is equals to n2 sin R. But here we don't have I value. What is I? It is angle of incident. It is how much? 30. Which is 30, then it is equals to total value is equals to 90. So that here you can take I plus 30 is equals to 90. Then I is equals to 90 minus 30. So I is equals to 60 degree. So I have the value of I value I have. Okay, right. Now what I need here, once I is equals to, if I known value, then I can find out this R also. As per laws of reflection, sin I is equals to sin R. Sorry, I is equals to R. I is equals to R. So I is equals to R, that is equals to how much we have? 60. I is equals to R is equals to 60. Then still what we have? I value we know, R value we know. Then you can find out that what? Sin I by sin R is equals to what formula? According to Snell's law, sin I by sin R is equals to N. So according to that formula I have written sin I by sin R is N2 by N1. That is refractive index of the first medium with respect to refractive index of the second medium. This is the idea. So that N1 sin I is equals to N2 sin R. Okay, see, N1 is how much? N1 is from one first medium to it is into second medium. These values are given. So N1 is 1 into sine of I. I value how much? 60 degrees. That is equals to N2. N2 also given. N2 is how much? Root 3 into sine of R value. R value how much? Not given. We have to find out that only. What we have to find out? R value. So that here by simplification 1 into sine 60. Sine 60, that is root 3 by 2. That is equals to root 3 into sine R. This is the value. Now you can simplify this, root 2 cancel, so that sine R is equals to 1 by 2. So sine R is equals to 1 by 2 means how much? Sine 30. So that R is equals to 30 degrees. What is the answer? R is equal